It's something that everybody experiences at some point in their life. Sometimes it's from authority figures when we're young. My grade 8 teacher, I broke a classroom rule. Neil, you've got better breeding than that. University peers sharing in a charades game, and I couldn't figure out the word I was supposed to act out. All by myself. Didn't know. I should have known. Every workplace, every society and tribe has its own culture of shame. Those actions, thoughts, and attitudes that within a person, as Morrison says, create a sharp and searing feeling of failure and defectiveness about oneself. When shame asserts itself, it must always be acknowledged, for it takes precedence over thoughts, plans, or other feelings. A conviction of unworthiness descends upon us, and we long to sink into the ground. The experience of shame is not a problem. It's common to the whole human species. It's what we do with that experience that can be either problematic or health-producing. The same is true of fear. These are basic to our human experience. Ignoring them does not make them go away. Ignoring them or numbing them can result in severe cost to our health, the organization, and the people which we serve. Training as a first responder helps you face some of the shame you carried prior to your training, because during your training you faced potential shaming by trying to do something that you might not succeed at, and you tried and you succeeded, and a first responder you became. If I were to accompany you to a work site and see some of the work that you are doing, I might respond by nausea and throwing up or tears right then and there. As a first responder, you've known how to delay that reaction and focus on your work, as Lisa pointed out earlier. I experience nausea at seeing a member of my species so dismembered. Throwing up can be a normal reaction to an abnormal experience. So can tears. We saw that at the beginning of the conference. The tears that were behind the statements on the stage when people were seen as not supporting one another, but being critical of one another. As a male, I would likely feel ashamed at not being able to control my body's experience, my response. Throwing up on a job site or letting tears roll down just don't feel fit with the male image I grew up with. So I'll hide just as much as I can. And that's where shame can start to do its work. Silence. Silence, something we're breaking over and over again here today in many ways. I'm aware that first responders possess and share deeply moving, and if you take this morning as an example, sometimes funny stories of going beyond fear to accomplish your assignment, to succeed. And Lee and I have discovered, like many other therapists, that facing fears, facing the possibility of shame or humiliation with a trusted other, is what helps break shame's hold.